Hey! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the RUMBOYZ Fantasy Sports Podcast.
What's good?
It's your boy, Robbie J, with my co-host, Ty Berg.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
And we got an amazing show planned for y'all today. We gonna sip a few Coronas.
Oh, we cheers it.
Maybe smoke a little something or two.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it off right away with that if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. We got some lineups going for tonight's games, waiver wire picks, a bunch of different things. We're going to get into why the rum is always gone. We got some brand new updates that just came in, breaking news, a whole lot of things happening for this show. You do not want to miss a single bit. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking with us really quick as we light the ceremonious blunt. 200 plus views, 30 subscribes in our first week of being on air.
Keep it coming.
Rum boys and girls, cheers to me, cheers to you. Here's one for me and one to you. What it do?
Let's get it, baby. Let's get to it. All right.
So we're gonna go ahead and dive in to today's show. First, let's go down what we got going on tonight. What's popping off in the sports world?
Big night. Thursday night football.
Yep, TNF, Broncos, Cards at Arizona. It's a bit of a big deal. It could be a garbage game. Who knows? MLB, baseball fans. We got Red Sox, Astros. Red Sox up 3, Sox down. That 1. Who knows what can happen? Yep, going for that World Series, chasing that World Series.
David Price, Justin Verlander tonight. I don't know about it, man. David Price not very good in the playoffs.
That's what they've been saying. That's what we've been thinking.
6.
That's what we've been saying, here on the network. I think it's going to be Game 6, Sox. They take it all. Then, of course, we got some major NBA heat coming tonight. We're definitely going to get into that. I heard it's the return of King James, right?
Somebody by the name of LeBron, I think, is playing.
Yeah,
I heard
LeBron,
about that. I think,
LeBron. Yeah, I think
we'll
it's
probably
something
get
like
into
that.
All right. Good talk. What you want to start with, though? Let's see.
So really quick, bro. So shout out to all of our, people in the community out there. Our guys over at TotalSports.net.
Okay, Total Sports.
I don't know if you saw
reading?
the article this past weekend, but apparently Instagram model Brittany Griner is writing a tell-all book. And one of the chapters, she has a specific chapter. She has chapters for each different celebrity in this book. But one of them is specifically about our man Nike Kaepernick. Mr. Neil and Kaepernick.
What's this book about, Mr. Robbie J?
So I guess, I don't know what the whole book is about, but I guess in this one chapter, she puts our man Cap out there as to be like, he didn't pay for the flight so that he could clap cheeks. And I guess like Uzi and Tyga.
She got a book about this?
She's writing a book. Listen, with all the allegations and everything right now, the RUMBOYZ stand with you, Cap. Or I'm sorry, we kneel with you, Cap. And you did the right thing. I don't think that it was a smart decision, you paying for the flight just to clap cheeks. That's all I'm saying. Putting it out there, not necessarily sports related, but hey, Colin Cap, salute to you, my brother. Thank you. Now moving on from that, what else we got popping off?
Yeah, let's talk some real sports.
Let's get into. I'm down to help the people win some money.
Okay, it's early. Let's hit a couple little waiver wires before early week.
The waiver wire, fantasy football waiver wire, yeah.
Hit you with that big show on the fantasy updates this weekend, right? All right.
So right now, with the waiver wire fantasy football, folks, we headed into week 7. Big week. A lot of people thinking about playoffs. Some people trying to, bounce back and make that sweep. And right now, on the waiver wire, I'm feeling a guy by the name of Albert Wilson. Albert Wilson out there has been gaining a lot of targets there in Miami. And they're coming off of, a much needed, win. I'm sorry about that. But Albert Wilson with Miami, I definitely think he's a guy coming off the waiver wire. He's getting the targets. He's developing. He clearly has some type of chemistry with Osweiler. Even if Tannehill comes back, I like Albert Wilson. He's proven to be trustworthy, and he may take away from Kenny Stills that.
Yeah. He shredded the Bears last week. I got nothing good to say about the man. So, besides him, waiver guy I wanted to talk to you about. So, if you haven't heard, Mr. Tyler Eifert yet again is going down for Cincy at that tight end spot. So that leaves, I believe it's Ozuma.
Ozuma.
Yeah, he's taking that number 1 role. What you think about him? I picked him up in, I believe, 1 or 2 separate leagues actually. He's looking pretty good. So
Eifert suffered, a very, very severe injury. We all saw the tape. It was almost as nasty as Joe Theismann's injury back in the early 90s. Uzama's definitely a guy. He's definitely going to be that guy. I like him. He's a starter. You're going to have him as a T1 hands down. I definitely like it. I think he's going to definitely take up a lot of those red zone targets that Eifert probably would have gotten, especially with a lot of focus going towards Boyd and Green. I could see him being a very valuable piece. Pick him up if you haven't already.
Looking good right now. Who else you got on the waiver wire right now? Who else is your man?
As I sip and think, my man Marlon Mack. My man Marlon Mack right now out there in Indy.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Wilkins.
He's been getting some touches.
Yeah, Jay Wilkins. He takes a back seat now with Marlon not finding Nemo Mack back. I think he's gonna do a lot of big things. I mean, plus you're getting a starter out of picking him up. Who knows? Maybe you hold him back and then you figure out exactly what he's doing, being that he is coming off that injury.
Okay.
But I like Marlon Mack out there in Indy.
Good pickup. One guy I did want to mention, he's been getting a couple targets. He's, not that number 1, but he's out there. Baltimore Ravens receiver Willie Snead. Okay. I knew before the show you said a little bit you liked him, so I wanted to address that on the show here, see what you thought.
So, I mean, really quick, what's unique about Snead and a good pickup, aside from his track record as a New Orleans Saint previously, anyone that's played the wide receiver position and has watched his film over the last year and then looked over the this season, and then looked at his fantasy points, he's a possession guy. He definitely catches the ball. He snatches it out the air, and with great form and great precision, averaging about 53 yards per game. I definitely like Willie Snead. Willie Snead is a possession guy. I think it's only a matter of time before him and Flacco continue to build more chemistry, and he begins to find the end zone. In your deeper leagues, Willie Snead is something to sit on, maybe even package him into a trade of some sort.
I like him. Cool. Anyone else on the waiver wire, or you want to hit a couple of injuries that you got around the league right now?
I do actually want to talk injuries.
Okay. A couple big ones.
Yeah, there's definitely there's plenty of waiver wire things to talk about, but I mean with injuries, there's some big things that are going to be happening to you guys' lineup that happen to our lineups as well. Cooper Kupp out with that MCL sprain.
Huge.
Definitely huge.
Robert Woods, if he's available, or you got him. Throw him in there.
If you can make a push for a trade, something, Robert Woods is definitely going to be a guy with Kupp going out. You're going to see probably a lot more of the Gurley action. Quick pass, deep pass, even to Robert Woods. Long ball, Cooks. Now that he's going to be coming back healthy. So Kupp out, MCL sprain. More to come on that.
Good information. What about who I got? I got Matt Bryant, kicker for Atlanta.
Yeah.
He went down. He had to be carted off, or not carted, but at least helped off the field with a hamstring injury. Not looking too good for him right now. Want to see maybe if you got anybody to pick up for him.
So in the event of the Matt Bryant injury, if he's on your lineup like he was on our lineups, I'm going to definitely suggest Zerline. Greg Zerline is back. More than likely someone who picked him up during the draft in that late round dropped him. For like Ficken or Santos, they probably rode that train. They maybe even switched up for a Prater or a Crosby that could have been left on the wire. So I like Zerline as a pickup. If not Zerline, maybe go with the Graham Gano, someone of that caliber. Or if you have someone higher available, obvious decision.
All right. Anyone else that you see go down this week that maybe looking at, seeing what's good?
So I know, yeah, actually I do. And also sometimes, give me 1 second. There we go. Sometimes I have been, on the show giving Bills fans occasionally a rough time because they've been having a rough season. It's all fun and games, but nothing fun and games about the elbow injury going towards Josh Allen. Coming into the show before the show, we've had some talks, some over the phone meetings, and I was pretty high on Josh Allen. I like his play, kind of similar.
It was exciting to start. Wanted to definitely see what he had.
Yeah. I liked the way he ran the ball from the quarterback position. He definitely knows how to extend the play. Yeah. So I liked him coming up. Not necessarily someone you may grab, but definitely fun to watch, electrifying. Maybe grabbable later down the line in the future, next year or two. But Josh Allen out. Apologize, Buffalo Nation, because that man could have brought y'all to some great things.
Still could.
Plus, even from a college standpoint, I'd love to see what a Wyoming kid could have done. I can't remember the last time we had a great Wyoming quarterback.
Buffalo Nation. Okay. I like it. All right. Well, hey, here's this. On a separate note, hey, there's a couple big NBA games coming up. Want to see what you think about that. I know. Got Washington coming up here.
DC.
I know that's not your team, but hey.
Yeah, but hey, shout out to the home, shout out to everyone out in DC. So yeah, we got the Wizards going against the Miami Heat. I definitely do like this game. In terms of what I would pick for all of my betting guys out there, I'm probably going to go with Wizards winning this one. I got them by 5.
I like that. Want to see what the chemistry is though here. Dwight Howard about to have his first game here.
Dwight Howard and John Wall.
About to see kind of what's going on. That locker room was a little divided last year, so definitely want to see kind of where all the feels are with Bradley Beal, John Wall, who's running the squad. Dwight Howard's in there now, so.
In terms of that, really quick,
good,
just to touch on that, Tyler, really quick.
Hit it.
John Wall, I'm expecting you, especially with a very now depleted Eastern Conference, to step up and be the leader for that Washington team. John Wall, this is now your team. You have the right pieces. Make something happen out there in the East. RUMBOYZ. So moving forward to the next game tonight, it's your Bulls. It's the Bulls. The Bulls going up against
Sixers. We're in Philly. Bulls in Philly this week. Philly coming off a loss to Boston. Actually.
I lost as well that night, so you didn't.
Yeah.
Right. You picked the Celtics, yeah.
How could you not? They looked very good. Jason Tatum went back to his old self. Al Horford and Baines just tore it up down there. And honestly, Kyrie, Hayward a little rusty. Didn't look too good to start, but hey, they'll bounce back. Hayward obviously from that super nasty, disgusting injury, and then Irving just coming back. I think he's Kyrie Irving, so I don't think it's any problem. So. But
Hayward with the nasty Clash of Clans commercial. That commercial is amazing. But also with that, Markelle Fultz, I'm gonna dig in the ass later. But yeah, man, that was disappointing. 0 for 5 in the first quarter. Not too happy about it.
Irving 0 for 8 to start.
Yeah. But it's the first game of the season. No need to get overhyped. But in tonight's game versus the Bulls, I am going to, once again, against Tyler, pick the Sixers. I pick Sixers by, I'll go 3.
Okay, close game. I like it. Might be biased, but I got us Bulls by 6.
You need this. He needs that.
Well, I'll take it.
Bulls
but
by
I got
6.
us by 6. Bulls by 6. We'll get off that top.
Bulls by 6.
We'll talk.
He needs the what?
Whatever. We'll get to your favorite topic of the night. Go ahead.
LeBron against the Blazers at Portland. This is going to be amazing. LeBron making the season debut. This is what we all have waited for. The LeBron jersey is going to be coming soon, guys. I can't wait to flex that on the web for you guys. But King James Look, as you know, in our long-standing friendship, I have not always necessarily been a fan of King James. Off the court, yes. On the court, Kobe's that guy. So with that being said, LeBron,
2-3. 2-3.
welcome to the Lakers. Welcome to the Lake Show. I got Lakers by 12. Lakers by 12.
Damian Lillard doesn't let that happen, especially in Portland in his opener. Blazers by 8.
Lance Stevenson on the defense,
by 8.
playing the mind games. It's about to be a whole new Western Conference. I like this Lakers team. Keep Lonzo on the bench. Lonzo, stop listening to your dad.
Coming off the bench
Stop
tonight.
listening to your dad. Listen, LeVar Ball, you don't get no love from the RUMBOYZ really quick.
Rondo, Caldwell Pope, starting guards.
Rondo coming back as the old school Rondo number 9. Rondo is gonna just be banging. Like, I'm so excited.
Rondo.
LeBron's gonna bring out the best of Rondo. I feel like LeBron's gonna bring out classic Rondo.
Okay.
Like we saw AP turn back the clock.
Skin fan.
Yes, that was a little bit biased analysis right there. So LeBron returning. Yes, I picked Lakers by 12. What do you got the game?
Yeah, I got Blazers by 8, 7, 8. What is it? 8.
How in the hell? Moving forward, Damian
Lillard, baby.
Some of the bets that you and I made, especially some of the ones that happen here on air, make me always question why the rum is always gone.
Oh, you running out of rum here?
We're
running out
there's
of rum.
There's a few players, there's a few guys in the sports world that just from a fantasy or even just betting standpoint just make me wonder why the rum is always gone.
Your favorite segment?
Yes.
Why is the rum always gone?
Why is the rum always gone? Tyler, I'm going to actually let you take this one because you've had a very rough week with 2 people specifically with your team, and even from a fantasy standpoint. I know that I'm frustrated with one of the guys.
Well, I'm going to start with both of these are Bears, of course. A good but bad week. I mean, the defense had holes in it. You know how it is. But the 2 guys that are just taking all my rum away for the week are Jordan Howard.
Ooh.
That'll get him. But why? What's going on, man? Like, talk to Nagy. Talk to somebody, man. Get your carries back.
Talk to someone.
Get some carries. Get some good plays. Get some yards. Cohen is taking all the big plays. Cohen is becoming that number 1.
Can I ask you a question?
What are you doing?
Can I ask you a question about the Jordan Howard situation?
Probably not.
And as a Bears fan, probably not. It's gonna happen anyways. But do you feel like Jordan Howard is requesting the touches, or do you feel like they're just kind of mutual there? Like, do you feel like he should request more, or
what I actually saw just on ESPN was that they're in a neutral spot. They're not off. They're just setting up game plan for Cohen, and it just seems to be working. He's not getting what he wants, but I still think, regardless, I think he needs to talk to somebody, get some carries, get something going. You can only do so much, so
right.
He's got to talk to somebody.
As a fantasy owner, Jordan Howard, I want you to do request some more touches, please, or either just do
some
more.
A little extra, get some trick plays in there, get some outside shots, a little shuffle pass to yourself.
Do more.
Wildcat.
I want more. I just want more out of what you're giving, at least. Moving forward, you know what? Hold on. Markelle Fultz. I told you I was going to lay into you. Before we get into your second one on the Bears, Markelle Fultz. 0 for 5. Now, granted, Kyrie was 0 for 8. But listen, Markelle.
Lot to prove.
You got, you're coming in, matching up there, coming in with Embiid and Simmons. But, my man, you hit those 5 in the first. I think that you guys can now contest with the Celtics. Keep developing, my brother, but why was the rum always gone? You made me lose to this guy right here. But back to your Bears. Cory Parsons. Why is the rum always gone?
You know, the sad thing is he's been so solid all year. Honestly, he's been just silently one of those kickers that has just honestly been having a good percentage the whole season. And I mean, 53, but you gotta hit that, man. You gotta hit that.
NOT.
That's the game right there. This Kenyon Drake fumbles on the one. No one. That's a gift. No one could have predicted that. It's just you got to make that kick.
And I think most people in the betting world
whole bottle in one kick right there.
Yeah, most people in the betting world had Chicago. We all had Chi-Town. Damn. But one more for why the rum is always gone. I have to lay into my skins. Yes, we did get the W against Carolina, but Chris Thompson. Listen, so I have this weird superstition, my guy, about I'm a college football guy as well.
Of course.
I had this weird superstition about whenever we draft Florida Gators. Every time we get a Florida Gator, I just feel like they always get injured. Jordan Reed. Like, ever since Jordan Reed has came to the team, Chris Thompson and him just simultaneously always find a way.
It's not looking good.
No, not at all. So with that and Chris Thompson, I need you to get healthy. Why is the rum always gone? I need you to get out there and start running the ball, doing some more things.
Or just give it to AP.
And feed Wakanda Forever's AP. HTTR, though, still. Shout out to the Burgundy and Gold Nation. But just about, heading towards that time, ladies and gentlemen, it's been 200 plus views. It's been like 30 subscribers. I definitely want to keep building it. I want to keep making it great. RUMBOYZ forever. You guys have been amazing.
Let me get a cheers out to the RUMBOYZ.
Let's get a cheers out to the RUMBOYZ.
Let's bring it home, baby.
Hey. Hold on.
You want anyone?
Hey, real quick. So, I do want to propose something, especially because a little tension or a little, beef in the fantasy world.
No.
Hang on. Nah. I got something. No. I got something really quick. Listen. So, I guess that helping out some of you guys in the fantasy community is maybe frowned upon among other fantasy analysts. I would just like to personally extend my hand and my welcome to the fantasy executive, Cory Parsons. I would love to greatly challenge you to a debate, my good friend, my good brother. It would be great to even let's just go with DFS one day. Let's just play fantasy against each other one day. You pick how we do it. Let's just play fantasy against each other one day. But I would definitely love to debate you. I will put the money up. You could fly out here to Colorado Springs, and we'll smoke, we'll debate. Have a good time. Or either I would love to come out there to New York. I can come on your set and we can debate on your set. But either way, I have greatly accepted and extended, being that you have blocked the RUMBOYZ Fantasy Sports Network. Just making that very well known. But being that you have blocked us and you don't want us and we are not welcome in, I guess, your little fantasy community, you have listened. And by little, I mean that, of course. You have 61K subscribes. My first week, I only did 30. If you're blocking me, you're worried about
30 strong.
Because, oh my gosh, whatever. Let's debate. Let's have some fun. I have no problems with it. But at the end of the day, my brother, guess what? I have one message for you.
Oh no.
I can't be touched. RUMBOYZ can't be touched.
That's how it's gonna go.
Let's debate. Let's have fun.